Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Disco Elysium Part 5. In the previous video we finally decided we'd try and mess with the body, but that ended up being an ordeal because we were not able to look at the body without dying for a while. But now we're going to continue our investigation, because I think we didn't finish looking at it, right? Yeah.
But for a pair of underpants,
you know, start of a new recording session.
Is marbled with decaying veins.
So we did belts and boots already.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
Ooh, what will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Nights, so what's the description? An intricate web of blue lines. Small white stars formed on their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. I mean, it does say stars, but the intricate web of blue lines doesn't really sound like the night sky. Because that would be, you know, a solid color, presumably. And maybe a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let the lieutenant cook.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens need adjusting, then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
It's a Trigat moment. I get it. Haha, that's clever. Non-flammable. Really? I don't know if I buy that. Oh, is this something upside down? Oh, LFD standard at the top up here. You know, actually, I meant to do this earlier, but I forgot. If I put capture cursor on, okay, it does capture it as the in-game cursor. I normally turn capture cursor off by default, because most of the games I play are on controller, and if you have capture cursor on, sometimes it'll just have like a regular ass, like white mouse cursor in like the middle of the screen, which can be really annoying. But for here, I think we can actually have it on, and it's fine, since I am playing on mouse and keyboard.
In case we need it.
Actually, I had meant to turn this on a couple videos ago, but I just completely forgot. The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need the photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence.
That doesn't
The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
I mean, I don't know. That seems a little presumptuous to say he's a man of physical violence. Just because he's, like, in shape. Presumably he's a dock worker. You know, maybe that's just it. Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
No promises. He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Well, let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
All right, 83%. Come on, we can't fail another skill check. And we did pass our last one, but... okay.
Gone.
Okay, why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
Why do you speak like that? What dialect is that?
It's a mishmash, Copabolo. You think I'm Messinian, don't you? For you, this is how people from Messina speak like.
I don't even really know what Messina is.
Well, I'm not from Messina, am I? My hair is too light a shade of brown. Trust your inner races.
I don't really want to do that. I always trust my inner races. Pass.
You think I am. You think I was a racist because this lump looks military and has tattoos. That's called profiling.
Okay, I mean, maybe. Everyone has biases. I don't know if we would think you were racist per se, but...
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
yeah?
Captain Coppadromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Okay, I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Alright.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder. In the past. Way out in the west.
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Talking to you.
It's the power of your
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you. Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
Okay, whatever you
He
say.
loves those.
Why do I love questions so much? They are a lot of fun. I do love questions.
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
I would like a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Castillo.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
I can't be a Harry. I refuse.
Good for you.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Did I forget who killed you?
Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Real talk? Because he told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Coppo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
I mean, there's plenty of stuff we could do. We could be investigating the entity. That's pretty much it. I hate you. You stink and you're born.
Do I remind you of someone?
You don't remind me of anyone.
Sure I do. You just don't want to admit it.
Alright.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Hey, you said all that, but it's not written here in the dialogue. Does this just take me back to that previous menu?
Of course.
Okay.
You had come back later, Corpo.
Oh, there it goes.
Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If
Squint.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
We've just been sitting here staring at this guy for like 20 minutes. Kim is too freaked out, doesn't know what to do.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
His face and hands are pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
I don't know what that means.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Hey, not my boots. I need those.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Anybody want to go eat lunch now?
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he saying?
Talking about shit.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
I mean, you got more than half a kilogram in you usually. So, I think he's
I
dead.
agree.
There are crow's feet in his eyes. He's laughing silently.
Totally dead.
Buster's not coming back.
No siree.
So, what do you
I
think?
think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Okay. I mean, does seem like a lynching.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption, but we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Okay, back off,
But
catch your
there
breath.
is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
And we clicked on everything. It's possible we still missed some stuff just by not clicking. I guess you could go back and click the same thing again and try different dialogue options, but I think we've been thorough enough. We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel reinforced
70
belt presents
XP.
a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Right, maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
Why did I say that? We have no agility. We can't shoot him down.
How?
I mean, you could shoot the belt, the bullet will break it.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
What? Bro.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
It would break it enough.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss Kuno.
I mean, we will.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Come on, take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Okay, you make a good point.
Take it. Take the shot.
Yeah, but you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of Chickadee here. We should also probably assign our point. What do we want? What do we want? We have a 0. We cannot sneak under their noses. What is it that we've had skill checks for stuff recently? I think it was like we had like a rhetoric skill check recently that we failed. I do like the art of persuasion. I don't really think we need more morale. Yeah, I'm thinking suggestion or rhetoric. Let's put a point to rhetoric.
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket
Alright, don't miss, buddy.
and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
Gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Did you hit?
he feels bad about it, about his eyes mostly, just having bad eyesight, probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him.
Okay.
Fucking idiot. Mukabat asshole.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be cool, man.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
There's no way we can shoot him down. We don't have the skill points for that. 'Cause it would probably be a hand-eye coordination check. We have 2 points. That shit is not happening. Maybe we can talk him down. Think we could do that? Could we, like, get the dead body to unhang himself? I mean, we're just talking to him. It doesn't seem that out of the realm of possibility. And we could solve the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
I mean, we get a ladder.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
I mean, you just get like a table and you stand on the table and then you saw. Okay, it's still kind of high up, but like you just get another table and put it on top of that table and then you get on that table and then you can saw it down. Okay, maybe we can ask for help from the
I was
harbor.
really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
I mean, the other options are shoot him down. What are the other
But
options?
what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
Could somebody else do it?
Someone else? You mean
Yeah.
like the police?
Yeah, call the police. Or I mean someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective.
Oh, you meant below detective, like below hierarchy. I thought you meant like a underwater sewer detective or something.
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
I mean, we could try, but we just embarrass ourselves. But I guess there's no reason to not try.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
Oh yeah, well, there could be a downside. We could definitely blow the victim's head off.
They only have one gun.
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
He asks, carefully loading his pistolet. I think someone has stolen it from me. Stolen my... No, we don't want to admit that it's stolen. Alright, say
The
nothing.
lieutenant follows suit. He finishes loading the gun in silence, then hands it to you.
Yeah, I don't actually want to do this anymore.
Take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Let's feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
I mean, maybe we're just built different.
What the fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
I don't really want to point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Could you stop saying that?
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Do it! Set me free!
I don't know.
You feel as though it would be dangerous to set this creature free to roam about the cosmos.
Don't.
Holy shit. Not fucking shooting the child. Are you crazy? Especially not with only an 8% chance of succeeding.
Intense shit, copper.
Fucker waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
Okay, I'm not gonna do it.
The lieutenant takes the gun carefully from you and holsters it. His eyes are narrow and he doesn't comment on your antics.
Antics?
Fucking pussy didn't shoot shit, did he? Didn't shoot me, didn't shoot himself in the mouth.
Didn't shoot me. There is sincere disappointment on her face. This kid was expecting pandemonium and release from her mortal coil.
We need
Alright.
to access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Alright.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
You do have to wonder, when it came to shooting the kid, which one is a success and which one's a failure? Is shooting the kid a success, or is, if you miss, is that a failure? You know? Because I don't know. Because on one hand, I'm like, I don't think the success would be shooting the kid in the head. I would assume the success is maybe like, you barely miss them and put the spook in them. And then a failure would be, I don't know, maybe a failure is you just like blow their heads off. Maybe that's a success. I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar.
Who are you?
Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
Okay. Not really that helpful because I don't know who the victim is. Physical instrument, trauma, electric and conceptualization. Tried that thing, we couldn't go in there. And we click on this?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Well, it is a container. Maybe you're prioritizing it.
Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
I feel like there's something in there.
What do you mean, feel?
An extrasensory perception. Whatever's in there holds a special significance.
I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here.
See, I feel like you're fucking with me because shouldn't we just ask for the key first?
He's being sarcastic. Do not ask what the remote viewers division is.
There's no need for sarcasm. I just feel strongly about it, that's all. Maybe it's not connected to the case, but still.
Oh. It might also be evidence. The mob could have disposed of something in there.
Yeah.
We should get it open. We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or...
No, or pry bar? Or
we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
we'll probably have a better chance with that. That's still a 14 skill check, even if we equip the pry bar, which we actually already have. I thought maybe the pry bar would give you a bonus, but it doesn't, so we'll just go ask and not embarrass ourselves and like throw our back out and undergo psychic damage in the process. Or physical damage. Probably our psyche would be wounded too, because little shits would make fun of us. Oh, I forgot you existed. 'Cause you wouldn't talk to me. The cryptozoologist's wife.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me? Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
I'm done with mating rituals.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you.
No, we look perfectly fine, as you can tell.
I suppose all of us do at one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
We already know your name for some reason, just like how we knew that guy was racist.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Okay, we could do that. You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, riddling backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Come on, let's get a squad rolling.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
I know, but there's also side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays into the paranatural.
I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
But the forays into the paranatural, you didn't deny that. He believes in the entity now.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Alright, fine. Well, why? Three heads are better than two.
Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Okay. Sweetie needs money. I feel bad. It was one thing to ask. I don't really know why. It just feels different. She's being too nice. I feel like I'd be taking advantage of her. At least with the others, I felt like I was pulling a psyop. I feel like she might actually give us the money, and that's why I don't want it. Everyone else, I was like, I had to work for it by using some mental powers, and we failed anyway. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
Those words don't mean anything to me.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
Tightrope walker?
Nothing so extravagant, dear. Though what young girl doesn't dream of soaring over a crowd?
What'd you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company.
What?
You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Well, thanks for clearing that up.
No problem.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
Okay. I don't feel comfortable asking her for
Good
money.
luck with your case.
At least not yet. We're not that desperate. I don't know where we're gonna get the rest of the money we need, but it's all about money, you know? You gotta spend money to make money. Money's what really matters. They say money can't buy you happiness, but it just means you don't have enough money. Damn right. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Ruckus talking to Garte. Who the hell is Garte? Is that the bartender or is that this money guy?
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
I don't really want to just steal the guy's pills. What if he like wakes up and shoots me? Oh, we can go back there now.
Can I help you?
So about that money, how much do you want again?
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you?
A lot. For the drinks and broken window, 70 real.
I don't have that much.
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Oh, you're Gart.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager.
You do wait and see.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Damn right.
Your body is ready, sire.
Oh man. Our mind really knows what it wants. I've seen something here at the Whirling.
What thing?
Said reserved for the Union? A sign?
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Retaliate. It's a shame you gotta suck up to the Union to stay
I
afloat.
don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
Yeah, but what if we like became friends and you at least gave me a discount?
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
It's after 16. The sign said reverse starting 16. Why isn't anyone in the mess hall?
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or laying low after the, lynching.
There was a lynching?
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding. Go with it.
I think I see.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Well, something else I want to talk about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
So, that trash can out back, you own it?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out.
Hey!
That's why. And the neighbors
Those are our
too.
people.
They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Wonder what this feeling is?
Prod at him and find out.
What if I told you I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through the trash? Will you keep me out too?
Yes.
But I need those leftovers to survive.
Sir, I'm sorry the RCM is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem.
Doesn't it seem callous to you guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not.
But I mean, if people are
special
going to go
to
through
that.
your trash, I mean, okay, I kind of get not wanting people to put. Actually, I really don't give a shit. Like, if other people put trash in your trash, like, who cares? I mean, I guess if you were having a situation where it was like, okay, people were putting too much of their trash into your trash, so that the trash was filling up with trash, and you couldn't put your trash in before it got taken out. All right. But for the most part, like, I don't know, who gives a shit if somebody, like, takes some trash?
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government.
It says 11.
Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
Maybe I am Krasmazov.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
No, wait. Whisper and point to the back of your head. What if I am Krasmazov?
We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer. This was about the trash container.
Okay, I want to go back.
Callous?
Yeah,
What
tell
are
me
you,
more.
Kras Mazov.
He killed himself.
I am no
No one was
Krasmazov.
implying you were, officer. Where were we?
Now, he killed himself, and apparently he only could run the government for 9 days. That's not very good. I feel like I could run the government more than 9 days right now.
What for, Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
Maybe?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Can I get, like, some money for doing that? For bringing them back to you, sir? The dishes are drying?
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek.
Okay, I don't know what those mean. Maybe Grassi's like, hello?
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative.
That says a failure? So, I'm not gonna say that. Hello!
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Okay. Got some impressive pots there.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine? What? Oh, wait, go back. Thank you for the money. A little thingy pop up. We're walking over here. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Touch the door.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Try to push on the door.
The door does not budge.
Wonder where this door
You
leads.
do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
No, this door is a mega investigation.
Hardly. Anyway, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
We've cracked the case, Kim.
Can I help you?
I saw
Another
something
thing. Great.
at the
I
whirling.
love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably.
Bro, you've obviously been worrying about it for 10 years.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk.
Maybe $30
Dust.
worth of junk?
Junk.
Or $35 worth of junk? $35.40 worth of junk?
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Goodbye. Pry it open. Pry bar.
You see how heavy the door doesn't.
Y'all are lucky. What's our other tool? Cane cutters? Oh yeah, I forgot we have that alcohol. Still need glasses and a hat though. Well, let's see. So we're trying to get to the Union. I don't really know where that is, because we couldn't go past this, right? Oh wait, maybe we can go up here. Scab asks a man with jolly eyes tilting his head.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
Yeah, we're not a cop. I mean, we're not a scab. We're a cop, which some people might think is worse. I don't know.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Well, have the cops ever, like, union protested? But they have, like, the one, at least in the U.S., the cops have the one union that works.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Try and catch it.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
What? Trickles of blood?
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs.
We're investigating a murder?
Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it?
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice. He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Looking for assistance with a dead body situation?
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Can you let me get through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Beneath the jolliness, he suddenly seems doubtful.
That's simple. I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Measurehead?
Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him,
2.5 meters? That's pretty tall.
then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office.
He's not really 2.5 meters. I don't think he's that tall. Gotcha. I have some questions
The man
first.
whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
What's the strike about?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Alright, see you. In case of strike, press button behind guard. I don't really want to do that. Medically sealed door? Can I get the box? You're the right stuff, Measurehead? No man matches Measurehead? I don't really want to talk to a guy named Measurehead. He might try and measure my head or something.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
What?
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees?
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
I ain't say nothing, size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Because you don't look that much taller than us. And I don't think we're 2.5 meters. That means you're like almost 8 feet tall. I don't buy it.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Yeah, alright, whatever. I'm with the police, so we're more important than you. We need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I don't really have a problem. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al Ghul.
That
You
doesn't
are
sound
but
true.
a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
I don't really know if I want to get into the dick measuring contest.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Oh yeah, the fat racist man over there. You're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology.
He
I
does
am
measure
the
heads.
knack Of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains.
One of
in
these is not
metallurgy,
like the other.
race theory and statecraft.
Can you find out which one doesn't seem so good? I mean, weapons of war like missiles, yeah, okay, that's also not like super great, but at least there's like a slight use for it as opposed to, you know.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
I mean, at the end of the day, we still have a gun and a pry bar, so...
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
Okay. Yeah, I see you to move about 20 centimeters back.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor.
Okay, but it was your people that put the dead body up there. Okay, we technically don't know that, but, you should help me get it down.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Simonine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Uh-huh.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
I don't really want to do that. Wouldn't that mean I have to become a Simonese supremacist myself?
Well, not as such. What you do with a mastery of advanced race theory
I
is
don't
up to you.
really want to do that.
You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
Advanced racist. I mean, I don't know, man. Can't I just pull out the gun? Are we a cop? I don't feel like a cop.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
I mean, like, why am I arguing with the racist? Nobody wins? He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you?
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Okay, I mean, let's probe for it. Yeah, but you do still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
My jam is the mysterious fourth thing? What's the mysterious fourth thing? I kind of just want to know.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
A disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Simonese people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Simonese race.
Who are the
The
Simonese?
South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Simonese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you didn't come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
But like, I don't know. Do we want to push his buttons or do we not want to push his buttons? Because like, I don't really want to be his friend. But I kind of want to push his buttons. But it is telling me that like maybe it would be good to not. Because appreciative, I need him to just get out of my way. And we can't beat him up. Probably.
Yes.
Okay, so that gives us a bonus here. But I really don't want to subscribe to his advanced race theory. I don't want to become an advanced racist. I don't even want to become a regular racist. I don't want to bring Kim into this either. I wonder if maybe embarrassing him would have made physical instrument easier. What if we go back and try?
There must be some friction.
Mr. Clay also to serve jam. Of course it does.
I clicked too fast.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the South. I am a descendant. No.
He would be appreciative if you did.
But you're not really Simonese. You're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Simonese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about
Kind of didn't make it easier.
Secrets for today. You have extinction to come.
Or maybe it would have if we hadn't done the one first. Maybe you can only get one or the other.
That dead body down from the tree. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
What?
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
Alright.
Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years, there is need for a servile homunculus. Racist. I am not like them. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint,
yeah, but our face is all like distorted and cool.
Your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Uh-huh. So one of my ancestors was a Sura Clef and the other was Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
Okay, we are at an hour,
We
so...
still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Oh, his gaze wanders over the Whirling's roof to the yard. Okay. We don't have to beat him up or become a space racist. I don't even know why I said space racist. Because we're not in space, I don't think. I mean, maybe we're in... I mean, I guess technically you're always in space at all times. Because of, you know, that's how space works. So yeah, I guess maybe we would be becoming a space racist. If you really think about it. Alrighty, so we'll probably go back and talk to him. I don't know. We'll maybe just look for the alternate path, because I don't think we're really going to get through that guy. I don't think we're going to be able to beat him up without saves coming, and I don't really want to become an advanced racist, even as a joke. So, yeah. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.